go. All right, so waiting for news here. We just entered the macro, so we got 7 minutes or so until news release. News release was bullish for S&P 500, bearish for the dollar. Let me turn this down a little bit more. So we'll see what the news brings at 9 a.m. Central, so in 7 minutes. But kind of what I was seeing here, a couple things to know. This is the futures contract chart. And if you guys remember yesterday, the one thing that we took notice to at the end of the session was that if you switch over to regular trading hours, the reason that even though we struggled with trying to get in for shorts, even though we were bearish from London, there's this gap here, which basically is representing, obviously the opening range gap for the actual S&P 500. Foreign exchange brokerages will show the chart via, London session, Asia session, when the market in the United States isn't even open. So what happens is you'll see these gaps get created, and more often than not, these gaps get filled, right? So yesterday, we struggled with sells in this area. And then essentially price just wanted to continue pushing up higher to fill this gap. And then today we kind of see a similar story. We had a huge push down over London, and now we have this huge gap that's left open. And the other interesting thing about this is we pushed down on the higher time frame, and we grabbed 4 hour, 1 hour, liquidity levels. We snagged both of these lows, with this little poke up. And then now we're kind of seeing price react to the upside, and we're bullish with our news release. Right, so I want to see how news comes out in 5 minutes, obviously, but my intention right now, my bias is that we're going to come push to the upside and fill that gap. We already swept liquidity, so all things to consider. So one thing that I'm semi-anticipating, I'm not going to trade it obviously before the news, because I don't want to get in a trade and then have us get stop hunted with the news release. But I am noticing that we had this, bullish engulfing move. We closed above these highs. This is a break of structure. So, and we had the fair value gap left behind. So I'm kind of hoping that we don't get did dirty. And I'm hoping that this doesn't just, rip to the upside without us. That would really be unfortunate, to be honest. I just don't want to get into a trade before the news release. But I am keeping my eye on this because it is a possibility that could be the case. Order block here, fair value gap here. This is probably a break of structure on the 15. Yes, it is. So, yeah, man, I guess we shall see. It'd be kind of a cool thing if, this is the 15-minute chart. So it just closed this fair value gap on the 15. So this fair value gap is not here on the 15-minute time frame. It just closed it, obviously, on every time frame. But, yeah, man, we'll see what we get here in the next few minutes. But real quick, just going over the forex trades. I'm not sure where we're at right now on Euro JPY. I think we're just floating in profits. So called this out yesterday on the session. I dropped it in the Discord, but we were looking at this because of CAD JPY. I know a lot of people miss CAD JPY. Talked about this on Tuesday. Basically, we swept the weekly high, the previous weekly high, and then we saw this huge breakdown in price, right, closing below this swing low. And then wanted an OTE entry. Almost had it on that session that day, but then it ended up coming back later during the following London session and activated. So I was asleep. That's why I didn't even get in this trade. And you guys know that. We talked about it yesterday. But there were people that, did catch this trade. They had a limit order set, or they are awake during London session, whatever it might be. But yeah, this played out. Obviously, TP1 was hit yesterday. TP2 was hit just this morning. On CAD JPY and then Euro JPY, we looked for, the same thing for people that missed CAD JPY. And right now, we're not at take profit one. You could have taken some partials. We were looking to enter off this fair value gap after the session yesterday. By the time I went back and I looked, I didn't have any alerts set. Price was already above here, and it had tapped this order block and had started rejecting. So that's when I got my entry. So that's why my entry looks a little bit better than what was called out in the Discord. For those of you guys wondering. But yeah, that is where we are currently at. I'm risk-free on this right now. If we get this move, we get this move. But if you guys remember, I said that I thought CAD JPY looked like the weakest of all the yens, which is why I initially was interested in that. So that's kind of why we're seeing like odd JPY still pushing up. And then you see GJ kind of stuck in consolidation here as well. And then Euro JPY I would say is the same thing. But that's why I went risk-free before TP1, because you know, we could see this thing just act a fool and go up. So I'm just gonna cover our risk. But yeah, if you guys, you know, were able to catch CAD JPY, shout out to Ivan. I know he did. I don't know if he's on the call right now or not, but that is that. And then Euro GBP we had, but never gave us our entry here. And then went and hit TP2 after being within like 3 pips of this fair value gap. So yeah, just a little unfortunate on that. I deleted my limit order on that. It could still play out. Obviously, it engineered liquidity. It could come up, swipe this, and drop. You know, hit this breaker or something like that. But I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna let it do what it's gonna do without me. So that's where I'm at with all that stuff. Let's go over to, no, I want top step, futures chart. Okay. News coming in 45 seconds. Let's see what we get here. But yeah, guys, I am down 1% on this Top Step Combine account. Obviously, you guys know it was a little bit, what was it, Tuesday, Wednesday were both losing days. So it's been tough. All right, so should be bullish news again. Bullish news all across the board here. Let's see if we can swipe this low here. If we swipe this low, we already swept this sell side. Where's the 9 o'clock hour? Oh, we're dropping a little bit. Okay. If we swipe this low, let's start looking for break of structures and long entries. Looks like Euro JPY is going back to deeper into profits. Dope. There we go. Swept sell side. I had to turn the music down a little bit because YouTube keeps blocking these recordings because of copyright. So hopefully if the music's a little bit lower, it won't. Sometimes it catches it, most of the time it does, but sometimes it misses it. So if the music is like almost non-existent, that's why. And then let's look at NQ as well. Oh, okay. Interesting. And then Dow. But yeah, to me, this setup is actually really, really clear today. Knowing that we have that opening range gap to fill in definitely makes it easier. So I'm going to try to take both trades as well. I'm going to try to take one on MetaTrader as well as on the Top Step account. We'll see if I'm fast enough, and then I gotta send it in the Discord as well. So yeah, we might be looking for a 1 minute fair value gap entry here, guys. Swept liquidity right now, we're just freaking pushing. If you're feeling real, how can I get this? There we go. If you're feeling real risky, you could have entered off this fair value gap, but I just didn't want to be in before the news. Okay, what we can do though is it's going to be a little bit bigger of a stop loss today, most likely, if this ends up playing out like this. But I would anticipate and I would be okay with getting in for buys. Yeah, like a 5-handle stop to this point. And then we just do a 1-to-1 TP1 if we get a break of structure here. So this wouldn't really be a true TP1 right here. We can keep it marked, but yeah, we would do a TP1 would be, you know, a 1-to-1, so 5 points. I'm just gonna get ready here. We need to see a close above here, guys, and then if we close like, you know, up here, I will wait for a pullback just to keep our risk to reward tame. But yeah, if we come up and close like right above it, I'm gonna enter a new break of structure here. Right as I sent that. Good timing. All right, yeah, so if we get a close above here, you can enter right off the rip, or you can, wait for a pullback. We'll see where this closes. Yeah, if it closes really like anywhere under here, I'm just gonna enter. Stop below this low. Don't run too far, bro. Come on. Bro, come back. Bro, are you serious? If this ends up closing as a fair value gap, we'll enter off this and we can move our stop below here. Or we could just keep it a 5-point stop. We'll see how this looks. But yeah, you could be in right now, to be honest. If you really just took this break of structure and didn't really care about adding some extra, probably an extra point to your stop. But yeah, if this thing were to just sail away, oh my god, bro, that would, oh, I'd be sad. Because that'd be unfortunate. Come on. We might get a fair value gap here. I'm assuming everybody in the Discord entered off of probably the break of structure, so I'm going to leave it as far as that goes. And then I'm going to plan on 5-point stop. Nope. We got to go up here a little bit. I'm going to enter off this fair value gap, guys, if it comes back here quick. Oh, shoot. I entered. I sniped it. I didn't even get it on my top step. I got it on my MetaTrader. If it comes back, I'll get it. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm not even ready. What am I doing, bro? Guy acts like he's never used TradingView before. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. Come on, give me one more drop down in there. Give me one more, bro. I wasn't ready. Please. Do it one time. Do it for the one time. But yeah, I got this fair value gap entry, guys. I'll have to look. I am in profit on this entry already, so I got a decent fill in here. Oh, brother. I might be not catching this on top step. But, guys, let's do a 5-point TP1. Okay? So 5 points from our entry, 53.75. So 58.75 is going to be TP1 up here. Might get hit without me on top step, but I got it on MetaTrader, so. Oh, that'd be... I don't think I'm going to get this, bro. So this is going to be TP1. We'll look for TP2 and TP3 after this hits. If we get one more push-up like that, there you go, TP1. I was about to say, do not do us dirty. All right, let's look for further TPs. Remove your risk, guys. You should be risk-free at this point. Damn, I would have liked to have caught that on top step. That is unfortunate. Let's just take equilibrium from, where is this? Oh, I guess that's the high from yesterday. Lines up with this. No, it's kind of high up there for TP2. Oh. Let's go this order block, guys, for TP2. TP2 this order block, TP3 this order block as well. And then you can leave a runner. Let me go. Let's do this. Yeah, you can leave a runner all the way up to the close of this gap. So this would be the where we ended yesterday at 41.72.25. Feeling a little feisty today. A man for the people. All right, get. Oh, sheesh. If we push back up to that wick, guys, I'm gonna partial again. Boom, partial, partial, partial. That is so interesting, though. It comes up here. Bro, the price literally says 61.50, and it's 61.50 is TP1. But it, like, doesn't cross it on the chart. Don't love this as much on NAS. Hopefully they continue to not correlate like they haven't been doing. But poked up, broke down, swept this low. For a value gap, order breaker block right here as well. Mean threshold right there. I'm not gonna take this, but if you haven't gotten your fix yet, I don't have TP1 set, so I'm gonna get ready to TP here. Looks like it hit it to me. All right, there we go. But if you really can't help yourself, grab these equal lows. Broke structure. Fair value gap. I'm not going to take this. All transparency. I'm just going to mark this up. Take it at your own risk. Eight-point stop, maybe even tack on a couple pips for spread. You could run this all the way to, I'd run it to these highs. Low resistance liquidity. Also gonna set an alert down here for break even, which it's freaking coming to awfully quick, I'd say. BE. So I'll keep you guys updated on this, and I'll keep you guys updated on Euro JPY. Great session today, and if you took Euro JPY, that definitely feels good. So proud of you guys. We made it back. We're going in the right direction, back on track. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to start the session a little bit later for the news that's coming 15 minutes into market open. But other than that, I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Have an amazing day, everybody. Peace.